Guys, how you doing? As you can see on the chart, Vechain just had a huge pump. Not just, but a couple of days ago, give or take. Is it done? Of course not, of course not. Now, if you see on the screen over here, I had a post on X and I said, if your coin bottom this bear market is 10 times higher than 2018-19 bear market, your coin is going to make it. Tell me your coin. Now check this out, guys. Previous bear market, Corona dump up here, all the way right now, it's 10x on the dollar, 10x. Your coin is gonna make it. Coin is gonna make it. The question is how well it's gonna make it, right? So Vechain is still a big player around the house, and right now it's getting out of the what we call accumulation zone. So there is an overline over here. This was accumulation zone down here at the bottom. Unfortunately, probably you weren't there for that. If you were there, good job for you. If you weren't there for that, there is TFN stuff for the next bear market to find the bottoms. But we were there and we were looking at this, and this is the bottom for Vechain. And what you're gonna see here is that we broke out of the accumulation zone, pull back into that retest, and right now we are going again. So this is actually quite bullish chart right now, very, very bullish chart. And then we got a couple of levels of resistance up here, right? The first one up here that we hit on the dollar, 0.05. The next one up here, this is actually a box up here because they are too close together. It's between 0.77 all the way up here to 0.9, give or take. That's the next blue box. Then you got another blue box up here above that. That goes something like this over here. That's another blue box. And then we got an all-time high up here, close up here at 0.2. Now this is all-time high, but these are wicks on the monthly time frame. We don't count those. We just look at the closes. Closes are very, very important in technical analysis. And right now this is the first level up here. It is very likely, highly likely, probable it's gonna hit 0.8, 0.9 very, very soon up here. As soon as it's done consolidating up here, it starts going above this level of resistance, it's gonna hit the first blue box. If it breaks the blue box, the next target is at between 0.12 and 0.13, and if it breaks that, it's gonna go all the way up to the 0.2, and if it breaks that, it's gonna go even higher towards the upside. The only question is when, how fast, and so forth, so forth. Now these it should be something like this up here, a little bit close together, because it doesn't take 3 years to do this move. It goes very, very fast towards the upside once it goes, but how high we can actually reach, how high this can actually go, we do not know, but we do know where the next target is. And if you look at a weekly time frame up here, it's not doing anything right now, it's just consolidating up here, because this is the last move. And you can see up here, once it was outside of the accumulation zone over here, it pulled back into the accumulation zone to retest those levels, and right now it's going higher again. So right now what we are in right now is another consolidation box up here at the top before we go to the next box. Now it depends on how much this actually pulls towards downside, but for right now that looks like something like 100% towards the upside, exactly 100% towards the top of the box up here, which is very, very likely given the fact that this is already going towards upside. After that, the next blue box is 200% towards upside, and the all-time high up here, at least the close, is something like 4.5x. This stops all-time highs at 5-6x. And when it comes to figuring out targets towards the upside, how high is this gonna go, where the target is, we only look for the first targets, right? We look for the blue boxes, we look for a major level of resistance, but more importantly, we look from the bottom down here, wherever the bottom is. Let's say these are overshoots, but let's call these bottoms over here bottoms, towards the all-time high from the bottom. It's already 70x, so something like 20x up here seems to be a very reasonable target, give or take. That's around 0.3, very nice round number. So going back to the all-time high up here is very reasonable, because it's only 20x from wherever it is right now. If you look at the Vechain market cap right now, let me just check that out very fast. It's number 35 on the list, and the market cap is $3 billion. So if it goes 10x is 30 billion, 20x is $60 billion. So $60 billion, still very low market cap, considering that in the previous bull market, meme coins did 50-60 billion dollars. Now this being layer one chain, I think this is a layer 1 chain. I might be mistaken because, you know, I'm not big fundamentalist, but this being the layer 1 chain, you know, can it do all-time high again? Very, very easily. The big question is, once it's actually above the all-time high, how high can this actually go? Can it go to, you know, 30x, 40x, stuff like that? All of these levels are very, very important. So down here we have, up here we have, you know, 0.46. That's something like 30x towards upside. Over here, that's the 20x, and all of these levels are very, very important, because the first guys who bought down at the bottom, they're gonna be the first to sell, and they're gonna be selling 10x's, 20x's, 50x's and stuff like that, right? These x's are very, very important. We don't do Fibonacci's on this channel, but x's are very, very important. So this is what I'm looking for, but I really don't care how high it goes, and you know, neither should you. What you should care about, selling the top. That's what we are all about. TFN's Club is all about selling the tops, buying the bottoms. We bought bottoms, we need to sell the tops. Now, how do we do that? Well, we look at a chart, right? We look at a chart, we look at a trend. Trend is your friend until fat lady sings, of course, as the saying goes. So when this goes towards upside, it's going to create another trend over here. When this goes towards upside, it's going to create another trend over here towards upside. And eventually, you know, it will come to some kind of point where the trend actually breaks towards downside, whether that's over here or all the way up there towards the top, where it actually breaks the trend. We do not know, but when the trend breaks, we're going to be there. We're going to know. We're gonna know. So that's actually the whole point of tech analysis, figuring out when the trend is broken and when the trend is not. Right now we are changing the trend from the going towards downside over here, going towards downside, getting into the accumulation zone down here at the bottom, and right now we are changing the trend towards upside. But this is just very, very start, guys. You are still before the retail. The big retail is not here just yet, so you know, it's all good and dandy, right? It's all good and dandy, guys. Below down there in the comments, tell me, you know, what Vechain does, you know, why it's gonna be the next big thing. On the other hand, there are also links down below. If you want to join public Telegram group, we have public Telegram group. It's a nice place to be to talk about Vechain, Neo, and all of these other coins. We also got a private Telegram group, TFN's Club chat. That's, you know, the blue balls, the guys who bought the bottoms. That's us. We've been through an entire bear market together. So if you want to join the, you know, our private little community, get the green name in the live stream and stuff like that, do check that out as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you around another time, guys. Bye bye.